Aquarius season starting soon has me a little interested. I've been asking myself recently, Spirit, what are you doing? What you got cooking up? What's really looking up? Where are we going? I've been asking lots of questions like that recently. And I feel like Aquarius season is going to start to bring us some answers. It's going to start to give us little pebbles here and there of like, oh, hear this thing and hear this thing and hear this thing. The mystery has been solved. Not a problem resolved. Just a mystery solved. Let's talk about Pluto for a second, okay? Because Pluto entered Aquarius early in 2024. It was the day that Aquarius season started. So the Sun and Pluto move into Aquarius basically at the exact same time. And it offered us this really big illumination on that energy. However, last time Uranus was retrograde. It was the only planet retrograde. Is that true? Actually, let me check for just a second. Yes, that's true. It was the only planet retrograde when Pluto and the Sun moved into Aquarius, and Uranus is one of the rulers of Aquarius. So we got this like really big illumination, but partially it was about the stuff that had already been done. We've already been doing it. Thank you for illuminating it. And also, I like to know about what's going on in the future. What's to come? What do I need to focus on? What direction am I going in? And even when Aquarius season starts this time, Uranus is still going to be retrograde. Of course it is. Of course it is. So the beginning of Aquarius season, like January 20th through the 29th. So like the first 9 days. 9 days? 9 days? You're telling me 9 days? Okay, but 9 days in my practice is like a really important number. A 9-day ritual, a 9-day working, you're telling me there's gonna be 9 days of this? Oh my goodness. 9 days? I'm flabbergasted. My gasted has been flabbered. That's crazy. 9 days for me, let me talk about that for just a second. For whatever reason, I feel like it's important. Let's talk about it. 9 days for me is the order of binding. Like if you really needed to bind up an order and get some stuff together, you don't just do it for a day. You don't just do it for 3 days. You do it for 9 days. Because then you have a 3 by 3 by 3. A weaving of fate, a weaving of fate, a weaving of fate. And they're three together. It's like work that's really hard to undo. It's like basically impossible to undo a 9-day work, in my opinion, at least. In my opinion, in my practice, and in the experience that I've sat with in the spirit. Okay, so the fact that there's 9 days, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because January 20th Aquarius season starts, and then the 29th is when we have the new moon in Aquarius, and the 30th is when Uranus goes direct. So we have these 9 days at the beginning of Aquarius season to really sit, get used to the energy, because once that new moon in Aquarius on the 29th and then Uranus goes direct on the 30th come through, we are off to the races. We're going into the new. We don't have time to look back anymore. So those first 9 days is really like getting rested, getting settled into what's going on. Settled into might not be the verb. It might not be the word. It's like getting into a car. Before you start to drive, you got to put your seatbelt on, maybe get the music on, you got to turn the car on, get the heat and the AC to whatever you need, get comfy. We're going on a road trip, and the road trip starts on the new moon and when Uranus goes direct. Oh my goodness. That's going to be interesting. So Aquarius season has me a little bit interested because where are we going? Spirit, where are we going? And the reason I say Spirit, where are we going is because Saturn right now, the other ruler of Aquarius, is in Pisces, which has to do with spirit and our spiritual veils and our spiritual practices, disciplines, regards, So Spirit, where are we going? Where are we going? You got me on a road trip? Let me just sit with the steering wheel for a little bit, all right? Let's go when we're ready. The end of January. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be more than good. I think it's going to be great. And I think that it's going to be a lot easier to relate to ourselves and to the people around us once this energy comes through. There's not going to be as many questions. Or maybe we'll have more questions than answers and just be okay with that. Regardless of how it happens, things are going to pick up around that time, around the 29th and the 30th. So I'm interested to see what the first 9 days of that are going to be. Can't believe the 9 days? 9 days. Anyways, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up your brew. Keep doing what you need to do. I will too, and I'll talk to you soon. Also true.